Hello there, Sag. How are you? It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing a very special reading. This is a 3-month reading, so it's good from April 12th until June 21st. And the reason that I picked that time is because on April 12th we had the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. This only happens once every 166 years. So it's a way for us to open up to our soul's purpose. It gives us a lot of ideas. It just puts us into this more dreamy, feeling of dreaming big and going after what it is that we want. And we will continue to feel that for the next year. But the interesting thing is we have the summer solstice on June 21st here in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's a great time for us to really be, thinking big about what it is that we'd like to create in the world. And then I'm doing this reading to help you get some advice about how to manifest your dreams. So if you are enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support of my channel. And as an added bonus, because of this planetary conjunction, I am having a contest and offering a free personal reading. So if you'd like to enter into the contest, I'll tell you how at the end of this video. Okay, so what we're going to do is take a look at April, May, and June. So these readings have been just really phenomenal. Lots of really exciting energy. So I'm excited to see what you have coming out here. Looking really nice. For most of them, they have been about, really what your soul purpose is, the direction you are to take. So let's take a look at your overall energy. You have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. I'm not sure. I think Aquarius had this. I feel like it's really interesting because, we have the full moon in Libra on Saturday, April 16th. And, some religions celebrate Easter on the 17th. Which is, the Easter Bunny. And I feel like the very beginning of this time span is when you are going to have lucky things just like coming into your life. Now, Sag, these are coming because you have put the work in. You have been doing the manifesting. You have been doing the preparing for these wonderful things to come into your life. And underneath that is the butterfly spirit. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just like so beautiful. It's like transforming. It's stepping into this new phase, new chapter of your life. And, we've moved into the Taurus North Node. The Taurus is about putting practical plans together for what it is that we'd like to manifest. And I feel like that is where you are, heading. You have in your Moonology card, the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. And I really get the sense that if you have something that you are really trying to manifest, or you are looking for the clarity about your soul's purpose, you are definitely going to find it sometime in this next 3-month period. Because look at this. Honestly, you had the King and the Queen of Cups, and then the Hierophant. Wow. Out of all of the readings that I've done so far, most of them have been very much career oriented. I feel like you have a true soul partner coming into your life. You're walking your spiritual path, and by doing that, you have brought in all of this balance. You've balanced out, and especially, with the King and Queen of Cups, balanced out your emotions, come into this very loving nature, not of just others, but also of yourself. And that is the most important step in finding your soul partner, is learning to love yourself. And if you have been single for some time or in search of that soul partner, I feel like there is somebody coming in. There is like a huge shift in perhaps even the way that you perceive love. You may even look back at past relationships that you've had and say, wow, how did I ever think that's what was love? It's almost as if there is this new energy about yourself. You're rewriting the rules about long-term relationships, about commitments, about what it means to be in love. And I almost feel like you might be stepping into kind of like a mission or a teacher or a healer for those that are on their path of trying to find their true love. For a lot of you, this could be a twin flame connection. So let's go and see what we have here for the different months. So let's start with April. We have Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. And I'm telling you, as soon as I touched the card with my fingertip, it was as if it's kind of like a meeting. Like a spontaneous meeting. If you are single right now, I feel like you really have somebody coming into your life. Somebody that is meant to truly be on your path. It's almost as if, I look at the eyes. To me, it was almost like a meeting of the minds through the eyes. Like your eyes connect, and it's almost like I actually had like an electrical zap, but it wasn't, it was just this like spark of excitement, spark of passion. That end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, I feel like you have been through so much, Sag, and I'm laughing because it's kind of like, that is exactly how I feel when you meet this person and you could just be out somewhere doing, I don't know, shopping or at a festival or something. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, you meet this person and you almost like intuitively know the search is over. Like I feel like your search is over and it's the end of a very tough, long cycle that you have been in. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, working on this, mending your heart. Like this person comes in and helps to mend your heart. But I also, I'm going to come back. I really had the word mission when I was talking about these two. Like I feel like the two of you feel as if you have a mission together. And that could be, maybe you're going to start a business together. Maybe you actually meet at work. There's, an energy of, you could start a charity together. They're saying some of you may adopt a child together. There is this energy of you feel like you're connected in some way by your work or your mission, your soul's work, your soul's path. So let's go ahead and clarify this and see what we have here. Empress was on the bottom. I really feel like for some of you, it may have something to do with children, mothering. And, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's that nurturing energy. Nurturing somebody else, nurturing yourself. I think this person is going to allow you to nurture yourself. Sometimes when we're in a relationship, we don't allow ourselves the time that we need in order to truly take good care of ourselves. And I feel like this person is going to understand just how important that is to you, but also to your relationship. So let's see what we have here. Strength, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, the Empress is on the bottom again. Really interesting. I feel like you're seeing... there's almost like this sense of wisdom because we have a Hierophant here. The Hierophant is like a teacher or a keeper of wisdom, somebody that has seen been in painful situations, but now sees the wisdom of it about what it is that you've learned. And I feel like for a very long time, you may have been by yourself or you may have struggled financially or both. But you're coming into this sense of understanding that truly was part of your path. And the important part that it played. So say you you have been single for some time and you have been struggling financially. Part of your soul lesson could be in order to learn how to be financially independent, to learn how to use your gifts and your talents in order to create something beautiful that also brings you financial stability. You could have been in relationships that were very unbalanced because we have the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, I'm going to come back. They're also saying like you could have been in past relationships where the other person made more money than you so that they had some extra power in the relationship because they held the financial purse. And so you kind of like gave in, you compromised a lot because you were trying to keep your financial stability. But I feel like you're coming into a sense of understanding how much it takes to take good care of yourself. The Queen of Cups understands that she has to fill her own cup before she can love others. And you're coming into this sense of understanding that and not allowing somebody else to steal that from you or allowing yourself to give it away freely, right? It's like, no, this is what I need. And it takes a lot of strength to step into that. It doesn't take a lot of strength to give in to somebody else. Right? If you're the type of person that says, I have to spend some time by myself out in nature. I like to go out into nature and, ground myself, maybe journal, meditate, something like that. And I need to do that at least once a week or something like that. And, if you're with somebody that doesn't understand how much a part of that plays in your own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, then it's really easy to start, I'll just do it twice a month and then once a month. And then before you know it, you're doing it like twice a year. So I feel like you have stepped into this strength, this energy of understanding that this is something that you have to do for yourself and that it's like no compromise. It's no compromise. That's what they're saying. Okay, so, but the thing I want to add is that the person coming onto your path gets that. They have their own things that keep them emotionally balanced. Because if you see the King of Cups, he's holding the ship, but he's holding it still, right? The King of Cups has mastered their emotions. They're not on that wild roller coaster, right? And they have come into a balance themselves by understanding what helps to keep their ship, their emotions balanced. And so I feel like you give each other the space that you need in order to keep yourselves in balance, because you've come into understanding that when you're in balance and your partner's in balance, then the relationship can also come into balance. But if you just try to balance the relationship, right, then both partners may not be balanced, right? Somebody might be overgiving. Somebody might be overtaking. And so when both partners are very well balanced, then the relationship has a chance to be balanced. Really interesting message coming out there. All right, let's move on to May. One of my favorite cards, the Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Like, I feel like in April, right, you have this rabbit spirit. Things start turning your way, Sag, and then all of a sudden it's like the miracles are just keep coming. It's not like, okay, April comes, you get the miracles, and then May, they're all taken away. A new start is coming. Interesting, because we have in April, the end of a tough cycle approaches. And then in May, a new start is coming. So I feel like this whole time is kind of like this wave that is kind of coming in. In April, you're having things kind of leaving your life, or they may have already left your life. But you're kind of, if you've ever been like in the ocean, right, and the waves are kind of big, not like super big, But if you're like in the ocean and you enjoy like jumping the waves, right? And you notice, one wave has gone by, right? And so you have the trough and you can see the next wave coming, but until then you can almost feel the water rushing from the shore back out to the ocean. You can feel the current going back out. And I feel as if that's how you are. You're standing there and you understand that you're standing in between cycles almost. You can feel the water rushing underneath your feet, and yet at the same time there's not a wave there. And I feel like a new wave, a new cycle starts in May. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Really nice energy. So let's go ahead and clarify this. The Star, 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the Tower. Okay, so let's see. I do not freak out when I see the Tower. In fact, I've gotten to the point in my life when I see the Tower, I celebrate because it truly means that things are like getting cleared out for the good to come in. The Emperor, are you kidding me? Because you had the Empress before, and the 9 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Wands. Like when I say good things come, justice, 3 of Cups, it just keeps getting better and better. You have the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. And I feel like suddenly the Tower represents surprises, right? Sometimes there's surprises we don't like, but I feel like these are surprises that you are going to love because we have the Emperor to your Empress, right? We have the 9 of Pentacles, your prayers being answered financially, things coming in your way, the Wheel of Fortune, the blessings are raining down on you, the 6 of Wands, you're celebrating, you're victorious, you're crossing the finish line in some way, and justice, everything coming back into balance for you. Wow. And I feel like it's been a long journey. We have the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands getting on top of this long journey. Part of it has been that you've had to build healthy boundaries. Once again, that overgiving, overtaking type of scenario in a relationship, or the sense of, it can be overgiving in your job. Like you gave too much in your job, but you didn't receive enough in, the money that you were paid. Like you could have been putting a lot of time and energy into something and not really being financially rewarded for it. Well, you have been on this path for some time, Sag. I know you have from doing your readings, but look at this. We have the Star card. It's wishing upon a star and having your wishes come true. I mean, look at all of this. The miracles truly are endless. Like you have been wishing for this for some time. And not only that, it's a healing. It's coming in because you've put the work in. You've done the healing. And now all of a sudden, it's kind of like, okay, I've cleared that tough cycle out. I've cleared all of that out. And I feel like you have done that. And you may have been just kind of like in the in-between type of period for a while. And now all of a sudden, in rushes all of the good. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at June, because April, I feel, is kind of like, still maybe clearing something out. I really feel like you might have somebody new coming into your life, but it may not be May until you start realizing just how not only is it a love that's coming in, it's also all of this other stuff, like financial abundance, joy, happiness. So in June, we have lay a solid foundation with the beaver. Okay, I feel like this has to do with your relationship. Sometimes when we get into a new relationship, there is this energy of, oh my gosh, everything is new, right? So everything is kind of exciting, getting to know somebody new. But I think June comes around and you may have been with this person, for a few weeks. And it's this energy of it's time to lay down that solid foundation. You have been practicing building healthy boundaries, and it's making sure that you are sticking to those routines that you need, because we are in the Taurus North Node. Sticking to those routines that help to keep you really grounded and spiritually and mentally, emotionally, physically healthy. So we also have North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so the message I'm getting is that part of laying this solid foundation is also stepping out of kind of like maybe rules, because we have a Hierophant here, or belief systems that you've had in past relationships. Understanding that you have healed those. Okay? You have worked on building healthy boundaries. But part of healthy boundaries is also understanding that, you can't build up walls that prevent other people from coming into your life. There needs to be an equal give and take. You need to understand yourself, what it is that you're willing to compromise on and what you are not. And if you need to, it's time to maybe, especially with this full moon in Libra, it's time to sit down and really kind of like think about that. What is really important to you at the end of the day? What are some things that you just cannot let go of? You can't compromise. Those are a lot of times those ethical, moral, core value types of experiences. I know my mother was she was very tidy, very clean. She was a nurse, so our house was always really clean, right? And she would not go to bed unless the kitchen was clean. She said, she called it putting the kitchen to bed, which is a lovely trait to have, right? But there's also sometimes where it would be kind of like, okay, just once, could you go to bed? Like it was almost OCD, right? And I feel like that is kind of the type of thing. It's like looking at something like that, where somebody is saying, okay, like, why is that so important to you? And if it's truly important to you, you keep it in your life. But if it's like, you're not really sure why, or you're not willing to try something new, I feel like June is the time where you're being asked to try some new things. And yet at the same time, making sure that you are doing it, in a way that is in tune with who you truly are. Not compromising on what is really important to you. And yet at the same time, trying some new things. I don't know. They're coming back to shoes. Lately it's been shoes. It's okay. Say there's a new style of shoe out, right? And I don't know, say it has platform heels or something like that. And you're kind of like, no, I can't wear those. I will trip and fall if I wear platform shoes. And somebody says to you, well, why, have you ever worn platform shoes? No. But I know my mother told me that if I wore platform shoes, I would twist my ankle and it would just be terrible. So I don't wear platform shoes. And then somebody says to you, yeah, but these are really cute. And you're like, yeah, they're really cute, but they're platform shoes. Nope, don't wear platform shoes. And then they say, go ahead and try them on. And you try them on and you're like amazed. You can walk in them easily. You love the way they look. You love the way they feel. And you're kind of like, oh my goodness, here all this time, I never tried platform shoes because somebody told me a long time ago not to try platform shoes, right? The Hierophant is here to represent sometimes those beliefs that we have really outgrown and we don't even realize it. We just keep that in our bag of tricks, our bag of beliefs, our toolbox. We just think that that's the reason, but we haven't tried anything new. It's like if you have a child and they're like, no, I'm not going to eat that. It's green. And you're like, well, how do you know you don't like it? It's green. I don't like green food. Okay. And then you encourage children to try new foods, and then they try it and they're kind of like, wow, okay, that wasn't that bad. And sometimes they may not like it the first time. They may not like it the second time, but the third time they're kind of like, yeah, you know what? That's not that bad. I kind of like it. So it's that type of energy, because here we have the Ten of Cups. I really feel like in June, you are coming into a new, almost like a new identity of what true love is. Because you have the King and the Queen of Cups here. Your understanding, I feel like this person comes onto your path and they help open you up to some new ideas about love. And I feel like you help to open them up about some new ideas about love. There's this sense that you're teaching each other. You know, it's a lovely energy. And I feel like it could definitely go into a long-term relationship with the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant, right? Empress, Queen of Cups, the Magician, Six of Wands. What a wonderful energy. So the Empress and the Emperor keep popping out. Here we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups stepping into this energy of truly loving yourself. And for some of you, I feel like you're also upgrading your own life to the Empress energy. I feel like the two of you come together as a queen and a king, and you together kind of ascend into the Emperor and Empress energy. You have manifested this. You know, we have the Magician here. I also am getting the message that the two of you together can manifest anything that it is that you want. And I feel like you are truly almost like on, once again, like a mission. You know, there's something that you come together in order to create. That maybe neither one of you could have created on your own. But when you bring your special gifts and talents together, you create something that is really, truly magnificent. You birth something that is incredible, that you couldn't have birthed if you had been by yourselves. So, okay, we have, what else could this mean? This is your soul truth card. There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fear and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? And I feel like, you know, this person comes in and you have worked really hard on your boundaries, building your healthy boundaries, getting yourself balanced. And then this person comes in and I think, you know, it starts to kind of like shake up some of that, right? Like you're going to have to take a look at, okay, now wait a minute, I believe this. It's not that you have to change your beliefs. I believe this. I feel like they're going to get you to think about why. And I feel like you're going to do the same for them. It's a very balanced energy between the two of you. Instincts. I act on my instincts and notice the signs and symbols in my life. Oh, I love this. You know, you could be seeing feathers. You could see repeating numbers. You know, to me, birds, there are certain birds that when I see, I know it's a sign from, you know, my angels or my spirit guides. And if you start seeing those signs that, you know, mean something to you, I feel like this person is then going to show up very soon after that. So let's get your angel message here. Oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing. For all it's interconnected and ultimately one. You know, I think that this is a message for those of you that are missing somebody that has left, you know, this world. And, you know, perhaps, you know, those signs and symbols are signs and symbols from them. letting you know that you're safe, that they're still with you, that all is going to be well. And, when you see those symbols, for me, it's my dad is a cardinal, a male cardinal bird. And so when I see a male cardinal bird, it's just kind of like I talk to it as if it's my dad. And it's amazing how the bird will just sit there and kind of look at me. But it is interesting that, you get that connection. You can understand that, they are still present with you. They are still looking after you, even if they're not with you in this physical world. All right. Well, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. Much love and light to you in this situation, all your situations. If you are interested in entering my contest for a free personal reading, all you have to do is comment to this video, and in your comment, somehow, some way, put love and light, and that will enter you into my competition or contest. And I will announce the winner on Saturday, April 16th. It is the full moon in Libra, and so I'll announce the winner then. And I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. So I hope to see you soon, Sag. Please be kind and gentle and compassionate with yourself as you go through this. But you have an exciting 3 months ahead of you, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.